Understanding, Gauge the Weight, a guide for English learners. Hello, everyone. Welcome to our English language learning channel. Today, we're going to explore the phrase, gauge the weight. It's a common expression that can be quite useful in everyday English. Let's dive in to understand what it means and how you can use it in your conversations. Gauge the weight is a phrase that means to assess or estimate the heaviness or importance of something. The word gauge means to measure or estimate, and weight refers to how heavy something is. However, this phrase can be used both literally and figuratively. Literal meaning, in its literal sense, gauge the weight might be used in situations where someone is actually trying to determine how heavy an object is. For example, before packing, she needed to gauge the weight of her suitcase. Figurative meaning, figuratively, it implies assessing the significance or impact of a situation or decision. For example, the manager had to gauge the weight of his decision on the team. Let's look at some examples to understand how this phrase can be used in different contexts. 1. In everyday conversation, I need to gauge the weight of this situation before I make a final decision. 2. In business, our team must gauge the weight of the market changes on our sales strategy. 3. In academic context, the researcher gauged the weight of the evidence before drawing a conclusion. When using gauge the weight, be careful not to confuse it with similar phrases. For instance, weigh the options has a similar meaning but is used specifically when talking about considering different choices. Try creating your own sentences using gauge the weight. You can write about a personal decision, a business scenario, or even a fictional story. This practice will help you get comfortable with the phrase. And that's it for today's lesson on gauge the weight. We hope you now have a clear understanding of this phrase and how to use it. Remember, learning a language is all about practice, so try using this phrase in your daily English. Until next time, keep learning and have fun with English.